Most people don't want silent wealth. They want the version of wealth that looks good. They want the version that gets likes. They want the version that makes other people feel small. They want the version that can be posted, flexed, and validated. But silent wealth is boring. And that's exactly why it works. Because boring means stable. Boring means consistent. Boring means repeatable. Boring means the system is working even when you're not excited. And in 2026, the goal isn't to look rich. The goal is to become free. Silent wealth is the wealth that buys your time back. Silent wealth is the wealth that keeps you calm when the world is shaking. Silent wealth is the wealth that doesn't need an audience. But you have to understand something. The reason silent wealth is boring is because it's built like a machine, not like a moment, not like a highlight reel, not like a lottery ticket. It's built like a system. And systems are not exciting. Systems are repetitive. Systems require discipline. Systems require patience. And patience is something the modern world is trying to destroy. Because the modern world runs on emotion. The modern world runs on attention. The modern world runs on instant gratification. But wealth, real wealth, runs on time. And time is slow. Time is boring. Time doesn't care how you feel. Time rewards whoever keeps going. So today I want to break down why silent wealth is boring, why boring is the advantage, and why boring is exactly what you need if you want freedom. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't actually want wealth. They want proof. They want the appearance of wealth. They want confirmation. They want the social benefits of looking like they're winning. That's why people buy the car before they can afford it. That's why people buy designer before they buy assets. That's why people go on vacation to take pictures, not to rest. Because what they really want is not wealth, it's status. And status is loud. Status is performance. Status is the need to be seen. Silent wealth doesn't care about status. Silent wealth cares about ownership. Silent wealth cares about control. Silent wealth cares about peace. Silent wealth is not built to impress people. Silent wealth is built to protect you. And protection is not flashy. Protection is boring. The emergency fund is boring. Paying down debt is boring. Investing into index funds is boring. Holding strong companies for years is boring. But it works, because silent wealth is built on the same principles that build anything strong. Foundation, consistency, long-term thinking. Here's the first reason silent wealth is boring. It's slow. There's no way around it. If you want to build real wealth, you have to accept that it's not quick. The stock market is not a slot machine. It's a long-term ownership system, a long-term wealth machine. And long-term wealth doesn't move fast. It grows quietly. And because it grows quietly, most people quit too early. They invest for 3 months, then pull out because it didn't change their life fast enough. They invest for 6 months, then panic because the market dropped. They invest for 1 year, then give up because they didn't become rich. But the people who win are the ones who can sit in silence, the ones who can stay consistent, the ones who can keep investing even when nobody is clapping. Silent wealth is slow, and slow weeds out the unserious. Slow weeds out the emotional. Slow weeds out the impatient. And what's left are the disciplined, the quiet builders. Here's the second reason silent wealth is boring. It's repetitive. Real wealth is built through repetition. You invest every week. You buy every month. You review your portfolio. You hold. You reinvest. You let time do the work. It's not dramatic. It's not thrilling. It's not adrenaline. It's repetition. It's like going to the gym. Nobody gets strong from one workout. You get strong from 1,000 boring workouts. Silent wealth is the same. Nobody becomes wealthy from one trade. You become wealthy from 1,000 consistent deposits. You become wealthy from years of reinvesting dividends. You become wealthy from holding a position through fear and doubt. It's repetition. And because it's repetitive, people call it boring. But boring is the secret. Boring means you're not gambling. Boring means you're not emotional. Boring means you're following the plan. Here's the third reason silent wealth is boring. It requires self-control. This is where most people fail. Because the internet is designed to make you impulsive. It's designed to make you feel behind. It's designed to make you chase. There's always a new stock about to explode. There's always a new crypto changing the world. There's always someone on your timeline showing you how much they made today. It's bait, and if you bite the bait, you become their exit liquidity. Silent wealth requires self-control. It requires you to say no. No to hype. No to FOMO. No to impulsive decisions. No to spending money just to feel something. Silent wealth is boring because it doesn't feed your emotions. It feeds your future. And your emotions will always try to sabotage your future. That's why it's hard. Not because the strategy is complicated, but because discipline is rare. Here's the fourth reason silent wealth is boring. Nobody celebrates it. Nobody throws a party because you invested $100 this week. Nobody claps because you paid off your credit card. Nobody cares that you move money into an index fund. Nobody sees you building your emergency fund. It's invisible, so it feels boring. But understand this, invisible work is what creates visible results. The wealthiest people are not rich because they were celebrated. They're rich because they stayed disciplined when nobody cared. Silent wealth is built in private. It's built when you don't post about it. It's built when you don't announce it. It's built when you don't need validation. Your bank account should be the only thing that knows you're winning. Because the moment everybody knows, the moment you start performing, you start making decisions for attention instead of freedom. And attention is expensive. Now let's talk about a concept most people ignore. Boring creates safety. And safety is the greatest form of wealth. If you have loud money but no safety, you're not wealthy. You're stressed. If you have a big income but no stability, you're not wealthy. You're one emergency away from panic. Silent wealth is boring because it prioritizes safety. It prioritizes emergency funds, insurance, diversified investing, long-term holding, consistent contributions, risk management. It's not exciting, but it protects your peace, and peace is priceless. Here's the part nobody wants to hear. Most people don't fail financially because they lack knowledge. They fail because they lack patience. Patience is what makes you hold. Patience is what makes you reinvest. Patience is what makes you stay calm in a market crash. Patience is what makes you wait while other people chase. Patience is boring, but patience makes millionaires. In fact, the biggest advantage you can have in investing is not intelligence. It's not being a genius. It's not predicting the market. The biggest advantage is emotional control. And emotional control looks boring. It looks like holding while other people panic. It looks like buying when other people run. It looks like patience when other people chase. That's silent wealth. Let's talk about social media, because social media has convinced people that money should be entertaining. But money is not entertainment. Money is a tool. And if you treat money like entertainment, you lose it. The stock market is not Netflix. The stock market is not a video game. The stock market is ownership. It's percentages. It's time. It's boring. And that's why it creates wealth. Because it rewards people who take it seriously. People who treat it like a business. People who treat their portfolio like a machine. Now I want to speak directly to Black and brown people for a second, because this matters. We come from communities where money has been used as pain, where money has been used as survival, where money has been used as stress, where our families worked hard and still struggled. And because of that, it's easy to develop a scarcity brain, a brain that feels like we have to spend when we have it, because it might not be there later. A brain that feels like we have to flex when we win, because we've never been celebrated. A brain that feels like we have to enjoy it now because tomorrow is uncertain. I understand, but if you want to build silent wealth, you have to heal that mindset. You have to upgrade your relationship with money. You have to move from survival to ownership. You have to realize that your greatest flex is not spending. Your greatest flex is stability. Your greatest flex is peace. Your greatest flex is being able to say no. Your greatest flex is being able to breathe. Silent wealth is boring because it's not driven by trauma. It's driven by intention. It's driven by discipline. It's driven by healing. And that's what real freedom looks like. Here's another reason silent wealth is boring. It doesn't create immediate dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical that makes you feel rewarded. And most people have trained themselves to chase dopamine through spending. They buy things to feel good. They flex to feel valuable. They make risky trades to feel alive. But silent wealth doesn't give you that quick high. Silent wealth gives you a slow peace, a slow confidence, a slow stability. It's like planting seeds. You don't get dopamine from planting seeds. You get dopamine from harvesting. But if you never plant, you never harvest. Silent wealth is planting, every week, every month, for years. Boring, but powerful. Now let me explain why boring is the advantage. Because boring creates distance between you and the crowd. The crowd is emotional. The crowd is impatient. The crowd is loud. The crowd wants results tomorrow. The crowd wants proof today. But if you can become comfortable with boring, you automatically separate yourself from the crowd. You become rare. You become different. And different is what creates wealth. Wealth is not created by doing what everyone else is doing. Wealth is created by doing what most people won't do. Most people won't invest consistently. Most people won't live below their means. Most people won't ignore hype. Most people won't hold long term. Most people won't stay disciplined. So most people won't become wealthy. It's that simple. Silent wealth is boring because it requires you to be uncommon. So what does boring look like in practice? Boring looks like investing automatically every week, buying index funds, holding good stocks for years, reinvesting dividends, building an emergency fund, paying off high-interest debt, living below your means, tracking your spending, learning basic financial literacy, ignoring hype, saying no to lifestyle creep. It's boring, but it's freedom. Now let me give you a rule that will change your life. If it feels exciting, it's probably risky. If it feels exciting, it's probably hype. If it feels exciting, it's probably emotional. If it feels exciting, it's probably not a plan. Silent wealth should feel calm. It should feel boring. It should feel like a quiet machine working in the background of your life. That's how you know you're doing it right. And here's the final reason silent wealth is boring. Because freedom is not dramatic. Freedom is quiet. Freedom is waking up without anxiety. Freedom is not checking your bank account with fear. Freedom is not arguing about money. Freedom is having options. Freedom is walking away. Freedom is saying no. Freedom is having time. Freedom is being able to breathe. Freedom doesn't need to be posted. Freedom doesn't need to be proven. Freedom is boring, but freedom is everything. So as we enter this new year, I want you to embrace boring. I want you to embrace discipline. I want you to embrace consistency. I want you to embrace silence. Because in a world that rewards loud people, the quiet builders are the ones who win. Your bank account should be the only thing that knows you're winning. Silent wealth is boring, and that's why it works. If you want more videos like this, wealth mindset, investing systems, and quiet discipline, subscribe to the channel. We're building something different here. No noise, no flex, just ownership.